Hello and welcome to Crypto Novus, where newbies become masters. My name is Chris Brown, your host for those of you who are new to the channel. I've put together a challenging video, an investing challenging video. With the stimulus checks being distributed right now as we speak, a lot of people are wondering where to put the money or how to use it, how to invest it in the crypto market. So for those of that are new, I'm putting together this challenge video where I am going to take $600 of my own money and invest it into the crypto market and then track its performance in the year 2021. We'll do some update videos on a quarterly basis just to see how the investment is playing out. But before I get into the details of the two different strategies, I must have to say this video is not and should not be perceived as crypto investment advice or advisory information. The point of this video is educational. It's to help you do your own research before you make any investment choices in the crypto market so that you kind of understand what you're getting involved with. And I would highly suggest before you invest, look at the projects, you look at their business use case, see if that's important to you and if it makes sense to you, and if it would be a good, wise investment for you to make into your crypto investment strategy. So let's take a look at the crypto market and what has improved in the market since 2017. First off, definitely more users. Secondly, there's better on-ramps, easier for people to buy crypto. Example would be PayPal. There's improved custody solutions. There are new Bitcoin-only companies. Several large corporations and investment hedge funds have bought Bitcoin as a store of value to help them shore up their own financial strength of their own company. More education. It's improved scalability, and of course the Lightning Network, which has brought more efficiency to the marketplace. I'm going to show you two different strategies. Each approach is going to handle the balance of reward and risk a little bit differently. One's going to be a conservative approach, and the second is going to be a little bit more moderate, a little bit more risky. Of course, let's start with number one, investing only in Bitcoin. So you might ask, why invest in just Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been known as the digital gold. It has been termed digital gold. Bitcoin has proven itself as a store of value, and therefore it is a good investment to make. Here you can take a look at a list of companies that invested just in Bitcoin in 2020. Square was one, MassMutual, MicroStrategy, Grayscale. The Grayscale one, that price of 8.1 billion has been increased. I believe the price now is more closer to 10 billion. And the expectation is that in 2021, more large corporations will invest in Bitcoin to improve their own financial strength of their companies. So the Bitcoin rally above 20,000, which happened in December, was undoubtedly the big highlight of 2020 in regards to the cryptocurrency market. Of course, a lot of people believe that the COVID-19 played a strong role in Bitcoin's advancement. But something that was made perfectly clear that in 2017, it was the retail market that really drove the price of Bitcoin up to 20,000. In 2020, it was the institutional involvement that pushed the price up, and that is expected to continue in 2021. So let's take a look at what we think the price range might be in 2021 so that we can kind of figure out what our investment might look like in Bitcoin. So Nigel Green, he's the founder of DeVere Group, believes that the price of Bitcoin could run somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000. It's already exceeded 30,000, so that's obviously a conservative estimate. Mike McClone, Bloomberg, they do a BTC report. Mike's position is 20,000 is going to be a baseline support in 2021. So we know that Bitcoin is going to rise, it's going to retrace back, and he believes that 20,000 is going to be a baseline retracement position. With the technicals analysis with supply and demand, he believes that those indicators support a price tag of at least $50,000. The exchange Kraken, they do an annual sentiment survey, and in that survey, the respondents, 8% of the respondents believe that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 plus, 20% believe that it'll do 50,000 plus, and the average price was 36,000. Again, I think 36,000 is a little on the conservative side. Anthony Popolano, he's the founder of Morgan Creek Capital. He believes that by December of 2021, Bitcoin will reach $100,000. Jack Jurdy, he's a crypto researcher, and he works for the digital marketing firm Masari. And he did analysis. Basically, he said, okay, let me look at 2016-17 bull run. Bitcoin in that period of time went up 20x. If I do just the same analysis and I say, okay, in 2020, Bitcoin's price was around 13,800. If I do 20x to that, that'll give me a Bitcoin price at the peak of the bull run at $276,000. That's not an unreasonable evaluation. Plan B, stock to flow model, has always put Bitcoin's price at the peak of this bull run at 100,000. Now they have tweeted to where they say they could see it reaching as high as 288,000. So let's look at our investment strategy, or let's see what has happened in the past. When the $1,200 stimulus checks came out, there was strongly an increase in the $1,200 purchases of Bitcoin for both Coinbase and Binance. So if you would have invested your stimulus check at that point in time, you would have quadrupled your investment. So your $1,200 investment in April today would be worth $5,294. Not a bad return. Bitcoin's price jumped from $6,800 in April to $10,000 in May. And the increase obviously was the retail investors. So with Bitcoin having a target price, let's say 50,000, I think it's more than that. Can you imagine what will happen if you make an investment now and ride the wave out for the length of the bull run? So here's what I did. 2021 Bitcoin price prediction range, 30,000 to 288,000. I just simply took the average between those two numbers, and that's $159,000. So from 30,000, which I use as my baseline, to 159,000, that's a 5.3x. So I just simply took $600, multiplied it by 5.3. That would give me, if I invested $600 right now just in Bitcoin, by the time the bull run is over, which is around the end of 2021, my investment would have grown to $3,180, which is not a bad return. So something for you guys to think about right now with when you get your stimulus checks. And if there's an increase, there may be even more money for you to invest and therefore a higher return. A good place to buy Bitcoin is Swan. And the reason why is because in any of these exchanges, you're going to pay fees to make these purchases. Swan is one of the cheapest places and their fees are one of the lowest around for you to invest in Bitcoin. Okay, strategy number 2, invest only in the top 10 coins. Why do that? You want to diversify, kind of spread the risk out a little bit, just in case Bitcoin doesn't perform like everyone thinks it's going to perform. The top 10 coins are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, Litecoin, Polkadot, Bitcoin Cash, Binance Coin, Cardano, and Chainlink. The red arrows right there obviously indicate which ones I think I'm going to invest in on this approach. It's going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, and Chainlink. I'm already an investor in all of these, and so I know these coins very, very well and trust them. In fact, I'm even an investor in Litecoin. But I picked these, and I'll kind of explain why, because it's the growth potential that I see for each one of these and what that could yield is why I've chosen the ones I've chosen. The other thing I want to give you some information on is market capitalization dominance. These top 10, they're the strongest coins that are out there. Bitcoin, of course, its market dominance right now hovers at around 62, 70%. And you can see Ethereum there, etc., based on the markings of November 20th, November 29th, 2020. What I want to point out is in the middle of the screen, what's going to wind up happening is as we get closer to the peak of the bull run, Bitcoin's market dominance will decrease and the altcoins will increase. That has and what's happening with that is the value of the coins of the altcoins are going up. So with Bitcoin's still going to rise, but the point that I'm trying to make is that the altcoins are going to rise. They're larger or higher than Bitcoin will. Okay, so even though Bitcoin's market dominance is much higher than any of the altcoins, its growth potential is in fact a little bit less. Strong altcoin projects, like the ones listed here, can see significant growth in the 2021 bull run. Here's some stats and facts that would be helpful. Okay, so Ethereum, major platform, it just released its version 2.0 in December. In 2018, its all-time high was $1,432. It started in 2020 at $136. It reached a high of $754. That's a 554% increase or 5.5x growth. Now here's the kicker. In 2021, the price projection range for Ethereum is somewhere between $2,000 and $50,000. I've heard as high as 80, and I kept this conservative. That's over 6,000% growth. If you go from 754 to 50,000, or 66x. XRP, it's remittance. It's a product from Ripple Labs, and its design focus is for the central banks. It's not really for the retail investor. It reached an all-time high in 2018 of $3.84. It started in 2020 at simply 19 cents. It reached a year high of 71 cents, and that growth was 373% or 3.7x. In 2020, the price projection range is $2 to $2.50. Very confident that it will reach its all-time high. But there's a lot of conversation now that it could exceed that and hit that $5 range or 7x potential growth. Cardano, it's a platform as well, strong competitor of Ethereum. In 2018, it reached an all-time high of $1.33. It started 2020 at a measly 3 cents. Its year high was 19 cents or over 600% in growth, 6.3x. In 2021, the price range projection is somewhere between 50 cents and, believe it or not, $5. I've heard even as high as $7. Let's just kind of keep a conservative look at the 5. So if you go from 19 cents to $5, that's 2,631% growth or 26x. And then Chainlink, kind of a new kid on the block, it's created a beautiful niche market for itself in terms of dealing with becoming a smart contract tool. In 2020, it reached an all-time high of $19.85, but it started the year off at $1.81. So therefore, it saw basically a little over 10x growth in the year of 2020. In 2021, I've heard price ranges anywhere from $28 to $100. Again, some people exceed $100, but we're looking at about 500% growth or 5x. So here's my investment target estimate. And you can kind of see really quickly why diversification can be very helpful and the issue of market dominance. So Bitcoin, I said, okay, if I take my $600, I'm going to split it up into 5 coins, 2 coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are coins number 1 and 2 in the top 10 list. I'm going to contribute the most, $150 each. And then XRP, ADA, and Link, I'm going to do $100 each. So you can see really quickly what happens. $150 with Bitcoin turns into $795. Ethereum sees the most growth. $150 turns into potentially almost $5,000. XRP, $100 turns into about $370. ADA turns in from $100 to $1,300. That's nice growth there as well. And Link goes from $100 to $250. The grand total here is over $7,000. It's $7,665 potentially your $600 investment could turn into in a year's time. So what are you going to wind up doing? You got to think about this. You got to think about the two different strategies. You got to think about your risk tolerance and what do you really know and what do you understand. So, this, to me, this is exciting. This to see this and to kind of figure this out, I think is really, really exciting. So where can you buy these other coins? If you don't know, here's a list of the top 10 exchanges, starting with Binance, going to Coinbase Probe number 2, which is what I use, and you can read the list of the rest of them. So these are places where you can actually go and invest into crypto. And you can see the ones that are basically, so they support US dollars, okay? So if you liked this information, if you found this video helpful, please, by all means, smash the like button. And if you really enjoyed the video and want to become a part of the community, again, I'm going to be making this investment and I'm going to be tracking it the whole year. So I'm going to do actually strategy number 2 because obviously it shows the potential of the more larger return. And I'm very interested to see exactly what Ethereum is going to do. Ethereum is going to have an exciting year this year. So do you want a better 2021? Of course we all do. Will you accept this challenge, this investment challenge? I hope you do. I look forward to your comments down below. Please tell me what you've invested in, whether you agree with the choices that I made. If you made some other different choices, I would love to know and love to dialogue with you in regards to that. So remember, this is Crypto Novus, where newbies become masters. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.